What's good, YouTube? It's Mo Slides, and today we gonna get into part 2 of Tory Lanez's history of beef. If you didn't see part 1 yet, go back because you gotta watch that to understand this. But let's get right into the video. After Tory took his W against Joyner and Don Q, he went back to wilding on Twitter. He tweeted out, "I'm the best rapper alive. I will body any one of you niggas, period." So a rapper named Dax hopped in the mix. You may know him for the song he did with Deji dissing KSI, but Dax saw all the rap battles Tory was having and wanted to drop a diss too. But Tory didn't feel like rap battling right now. He said some personal shit was happening, so he hit Dax in the DM, directing him, saying not everything gonna end in a rap battle, and saying if Dax said the wrong thing, they wasn't gonna be rapping at each other. But Dax thought his diss wasn't wild at all. He didn't say the wrong thing, so he responded saying it was just for fun and nothing personal. Dax was chilling. Tory told him not to say the wrong shit, and Dax didn't say anything wild, so he thought he was good. But he screenshotted these messages and posted them on his story. Then Dax went on to say his Tory Lanez diss was about to go down as one of the best disses of all time. He said that Tory Lanez diss was gonna set the tone for his career, and he was right. It did set the tone for his career, just not in the way he expected. But Dax kept wilding, saying he not a rapper to fuck with, and he's gonna make Tory question his existence. Then Dax dropped his track, and he thought everything was all good. He had the show the next day at the Viper Room where he opened up. He went to the show, did his set, and was chilling talking to someone, then boom, he gets punched. At this point, he don't know what's going on. He just start throwing fists. He look up, he sees a bunch of big ass niggas, and he books it. He sprints outside, running faster than Rich the Kid from Uzi.
I go, boom, I turn the Warner, whoop, whoop, and then skirt! Thing pulls up. Now I'm running, boom, 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 boom. Dudes run after me, boom, boom, boom. I'm on the floor at one point. I'm like, oh shit. I'm on the floor, and I'm like, yo, this is not that serious. I calm down like crazy. And then like everyone else calmed down.
So Dax was on the ground. Tory's goons were whooping his ass. They robbed him, took his chain, then they left. Dax thought he was chilling. He thought he could step now. He thought everything was over. But they spun back around and this happened.
He was just like, come here. Come here, Dax. Well, this shit's not gonna be over, like you said on the video.
Right.
And I was like, this point, I was like, fuck. I was like, dog. I was like, bro, I'm trying to go home, bro. He's like, Dax, come here. I'm like, dog, bro, I'm hungry, dog. Yeah. And then I walked to the car, and that's when you see me on the car, like tired as shit, just like fuck.
Apologize, bro. Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize, my nigga. Apologize, nigga.
I got you, bro.
Apologize, nigga.
I got you, man.
Say sorry, nigga.
My bad for the
Say
disrespect,
sorry,
G.
nigga.
Sorry, G.
All right, bet.
I got you.
Tory bitched the nigga and skirted off. But at the end of the day, it don't really matter for Dax because he not trying to be no type of street nigga. Tory only did this so he could try to act gangster. He would never try shit with Don Q or Joyner. It's like beating up the nerd at school. Tory just looked at the nigga, knew he was an easy target, and did that shit to him. Now, I don't know what I would have done in that situation. Probably take on all of Tory's goons with one hand, then use the other hand to record, but that's just me personally. I'm built different.
Social media is convincing too many people to act tough when they don't need to, and the same people that are telling you to act tough are the same people who will be saying RIP, and that, oh, he should have just let it go.
But that was just Dax's side of the story. Tory said something completely different happened. People was asking him, yo, Tory, why you violate Dax? When you even said the rap battle should be for fun. He said the only reason this happened is because he felt Dax was trying to play him like a bitch. Remember when Tory DM'd Dax? Dax posted a screenshot on his story, and Tory said that's the reason he put up on him. Tory said he never even heard the diss track. He was just mad Dax posted their conversation.
Bro, I'm not even in the mood for this, my nigga. I ain't telling you what's going on, but I'm not in the mood for this, bro. And you gonna go post my DM like I'm some bitch, nigga? Like what not even on no like you're a bitch, nigga, like on some like yo, you don't respect me as a man, like I'm telling you something.
Tory says it was because of the screenshot, but come on, Nick, you did this for some tough guy points. Just like the situation with Travis Scott, he leaked a video of him trying to show he was a tough guy. He trying to drop a video of him looking tough, and he did that with YK Osiris too, which we gonna get into later. But Tory went on to say Dax's whole story is cap. He said no one touched Dax. He just happened to randomly see Dax after the performance and asked for an apology.
I randomly see this nigga. This whole like, yo, niggas jumped him and that. We didn't do nothing to this nigga. I randomly seen this nigga start running down the street.
Nah, he was out of breath though. He was out of breath, man.
Yeah,
he looked
listen,
like he
listen,
just ran
listen,
a whole
listen,
5K marathon in Nigeria.
Listen. I seen this nigga. They started running down the street. I run down the street. Till we in the car, so I don't know how far you're gonna run. So I'm like, oh, this nigga. Boom. So we stop by this nigga. I'm just like, bro,
Looks like an episode of
We pull up to the nigga, he's out of breath, bro. I'm just like, bro, just apologize, bro.
Now come on, bro. This shit is obviously cap. You just randomly see the nigga the day after he dropped the diss on you. You just happen to be driving by, and after he posted a show, you coincidentally see him. Then you didn't touch him or anything. Just ask him to say sorry like it's elementary school. But hey, that's what Tory says happened. You could believe whoever you want. But Dax and Tory both said it's no hard feelings. Dax even said he went back to the venue and they were playing Tory Lanez, so he started bumping his head to it. He said he even want to work with him one day. So Tory Lanez beef number 1 deaded. Roddy Ricch and Tory Lanez also had a little problem. Roddy Ricch dropped a song called Rich Forever, where he talks about the death of one of his friends. Tory loved the song and he made his own remix. He previewed it on his Instagram, and Roddy Ricch felt some type of way. He thought Tory just ripped off his song and commented, "You can't bite no harder than this, Tory. I thought we were better than this." Now niggas been doing remixes to songs forever, and Tory doesn't think it was biting. Tory responded to his comments saying he wrote the verse about his dead homie and used Roddy's beat because he loved his version of the song. He said that they were better than arguing over social media clout chasing, and that Roddy has his number and can call him. Then Tory made a post basically saying what he responded to Roddy Ricch, but saying that what niggas gotta stop doing is acting like his voice hasn't stayed the same for 7 years. He played a part in a lot of new nigga styles, and said the first time he met Roddy Ricch, Roddy was a fan. Tory went and dropped the song anyway, and this is where it looked unresolved. But Tory did an interview with 2B's TV saying this:
"I'm tired of niggas telling me I sound like this, that, and the third.
I'm tired too.
This shit doesn't even make sense. How I sound like this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, and none of these niggas sounded like we both men, you know?" And he agreed at the end of it all, like, and I heard his side, and he heard my side, and we handled it like that, and we handled it away from people because it wasn't, for me, it's not, I'm not into the little internet politics. I don't really care about that type of shit. If it's really a problem and it really affects you, it's something that we can talk about as men.
So Tory Lanez beef number 2, dead. Now this beef with Selena Powell gotta be one of his unchiest. If y'all don't know who Selena Powell is, she basically the thought of the rap game, who go around exposing niggas afterwards. She been passed around as 6ix9ine, Akon, Academics, G Herbo, Chief Keef, and way more.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
She also the girl that lied about being pregnant with Offset baby. But what happened with Tory Lanez? Now we don't know how they met, but we do know Tory was smart enough to not mess around with her, but they still had some sort of issue. They were living in the same building in Miami and didn't run into each other for a while, but it had to happen eventually. Selena Powell saw Tory with his girl and walked up to him and started wrapping him up, talking crazy to him, and they was going back and forth. But Tory didn't attack women until later, so we let his girl handle this one. His girl beat the brakes off of Selena. Selena said she blacked out and woke up with back and neck pain and even had to be in a wheelchair. Then they hopped in a whip and skirted off. But you already know Selena, clout chasing broke bitch, doing anything she can to make a buck. So after wrapping him up and getting instant karma, she sued. Now we don't know how much she sued for, but we do know she made a lot of money. And as determined in the contract, she can't talk about this incident publicly. But Adam 22 don't care, and he explained the whole situation saying,
ran up, started barking on him, and then
she ran up to him.
Yeah, and then
like a bad
but
idea.
then the other girl is apparently she's on Love and Hip Hop. I forget her name already, but she is a girl that
Allegedly.
Joe Budden previously dated, and that's
No,
but
kidding.
that's the one who beat up Selena. And even though Tory is named in the criminal complaint, it's not like he's actually being charged with anything. But the girl is the one that Selena is trying to sue here.
the reason Selena claims this all happened was because she made fun of his hairline, but it was way more things she did than just that. In her No Jumper interview, she says her and Tory have a love-hate relationship. She loves Tory, and Tory hates her. She talks about how Chris Brown was having a show that Joyner Lucas and Tory Lanez were gonna be at. She says she blackmailed Tory, saying that if he didn't let her on the tour bus, she would leak his number. So Tory was like, whatever, and let her come. But that's when Joyner Lucas, who already had a history with this thought, made her leave.
Be gone, son!
Her reputation in the industry was so bad that Joyner didn't even want to be around her. She DM'd Joyner one time, saying she can't wait to make Joyner her 850,000th body. But that's when Joyner responded with, if Jesus Christ himself came down to earth and told me that I had to sleep with you or go to hell, I would douse myself in gasoline and light it. A real nigga response. But after Joyner made this thought vanish from the tour bus, she wasn't having it. Her and her little thought minions devised a plan to catch him lacking.
I was like, there's got to be something I could do to him
that will make his life hell. So I had to send in my bitches. So I hit up my girls and I was like, y'all, you need to get Lucas. And they made it their mission to get Lucas that night. Boom, they got Lucas.
Her plan actually worked out, and she got Joyner to send her this long apology, but she still leaked his number anyway. But when she leaked his number, she said it was Tory's. And I guess Tory didn't check if the numbers matched up or anything because she got a call from somebody close to Tory. And remember, this is all alleged. We don't have any reason to believe Selena. Tory hasn't commented on this publicly, but Selena did sue and get a fat ass settlement. And she says Tory put a hit out on her.
Anyway, he called me. He's like, Selena, like, I'm trying to protect your life right now. Like, stop fucking with Tory. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're just leaking his fucking number. Because I did. I said, this is Tory Lanez, but it was really Joyner. I was like, bro, call that fucking number. It's not Tory, you idiot. He was like, bro, like, Tory's pissed. Like, he put 1,000 on your head.
1,000?
I was like, hold up.
That's like nothing.
1,000? That was like 1,000?
Now, this bounty on her head was probably capped. But something I think is closer to the truth is that she always bragged about how she robbed him. And she kept blowing up his phone while he was on IG Live and kept leaking his number, and he got mad at that.
My life 2 times, but guess what? I switched to an unknown anonymous homeboy's phone, and you don't got this number.
It was you? It was you calling?
Yeah.
14.
Look at this shit I texted him.
Wait, this was like the other day?
Are you guys cool, or how do you have his number?
I have everyone's number.
You changed your phone number. I was sad.
I had to.
Why? Because you made a lot of money. That's what y'all niggas
That, but it wasn't that. It was like somebody kept leaking my number, and then it was just like one of those things where I just couldn't take it. I was just like, bro.
Might leak my number last week.
But it was like a continuous, like, and I didn't even know the person. They just had my number. And they had
stuff.
enough credibility.
But she wasn't just messing up his lives and leaking his number. She also got Tory's Instagram account and booked him to perform shows, then pocketed that money. And she reached out to other celebrities and got their numbers pretending to be Tory.
Because his own assistant like had his login in his Instagram, and he gave that login to me, and I successfully booked him at multiple locations.
You booked you booked Tory Lanez at multiple locations
And I got everyone in the industry's number, every single person you could think of.
She just admitted to committing identity fraud to 1.8 million people.
Stupid.
So either she gotta be straight up capping, or she is a complete and utter retard. We already know she has a walnut brain, so either of these wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, she claims she did all this, which led her to be beat up so bad she was in a wheelchair and got some crazy amount of money. So Tory probably won't be doing that again. So Tory Lanez beef number 3 deaded. This is our last beef until we get to his most recent Meg Thee Stallion shooting. So if you like this video so far, drop a like and please subscribe. We only need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. But YK Osiris, what happened between him and Tory? Now, I don't know if y'all remember when YK Osiris was wilding on Instagram, saying he could whoop any rapper's ass.
Your favorite rapper. I'm down today. What's up? Tag your favorite. Tag your favorite rapper, man. What's up, nigga? Take man. Let's get it.
YK Osiris was talking crazy. He said he could whoop Lil TJ, Blueface, Polo G, The Baby, NLE Choppa, and basically every other rapper. Some niggas actually stepped up to that challenge, like Blueface and Lil TJ, who both beat the brakes off him. They should have knocked the sense into him. He was 0-2, a worse record than Logan Paul, and he still challenged Tory Lanez. When YK Osiris fought Lil TJ, Tory commented that his footwork was horrific, and YK Osiris wanted all the smoke, telling him they could box the next day. And he hopped on Instagram Live to call out Tory even more.
Put gloves on. Y'all niggas be talking too much. Tell Tory, Tory, stop playing, my brother. My nigga.
Then Tory calls him on the phone and is like, yo, I'm down to fight. He shows up to his crib, and this is what he says happened.
He like, yo, Tory, I'm about to beat your ass, Tory. I'm too long for you, Tory. You got it. I'm keeping it humble because I really be boxing.
Right.
Bro, so then we get to the garage. I put the brakes on him.
YK Osiris just lost another fight. Tory put the beats on his ass and dropped him. But every other fight is at a normal angle, and this one's weird. It's cause somebody was secretly recording it. Now I don't know how the video got out there, kinda like the Travis Scott video we talked about on part 1. YK Osiris says Tory begged him to not film, and he said that he has a video of him whooping Tory, but Tory only posted his highlights. He tells Tory not to make him release it.
Don't want to know what I did to Tory like 3 hours ago. Yo, please tell him.
It's supposed to be hidden.
He told me to hide the video. But he told me to please don't show the video. Let me post that video, boy. Don't let me post that video what I done to you now. Let me do it.
Now, does he really have hidden footage of him beating the brakes off of Tory Lanez? Probably not, because it's been 3 months of public humiliation. He hasn't released it. I think he was just trying to do some damage control because he got an ass whooping and started capping. But this beef wasn't really beef. It was just a friendly boxing match. So I guess it's dead. This is the story you've all been waiting for. We're going to get into what led up to the shooting and the aftermath. Now, Tory hasn't said a word about it publicly. And Meg's talked about it, but never really name dropped him. But we're also going to talk about some insider information that the news isn't really covering. Right now, it's like the cancellation of Tory is on pause. People don't know whether to flat out cancel him because Megan hasn't said anything. But let's start it off from the top. There were rumors floating around that Megan and him were dating. And earlier that night, they were with Kylie Jenner on Instagram Live. We saw them in a pool together chilling and listening to our Wu King. But later that night, we got reports that Tory Lanez was arrested on a gun charge and Meg Thee Stallion was injured by glass in her foot. We didn't think anything that serious happened. His mugshot got released and he became a meme because in his arrest report, it said he was 5'3" and 120 pounds. The next thing that came out was the arrest video, where we could see Tory laying on the floor like a starfish, while Megan is told to get out of the vehicle with an injured foot. She went to the hospital and was treated for her injuries. People didn't know what happened and started saying Tory shot Megan in some freak accident, but she posted a statement saying she wanted to get the record straight and that her being shot was the result of a crime that was committed against her with the intention to harm her, speaking differently than she did with the police, who she told that she wasn't the victim of any crime. Megan's producer released a statement too, but he had a different tone. He tweeted out at Tory Lanez, "Count your fucking days," before deleting it. Megan's best friend Kesley was also in the car when this went down, and rumors were saying that she was the shooter, but she denied it and indirectly said it was Tory, who was the only one left in that car. And police say there's a cell phone video of the shooting that they're trying to get on their hands. 2 days later, Meg drops a statement on Twitter saying that black women hold so many things in to protect the feelings of others without considering their own, possibly confirming that she is not purposely saying anything to protect Tory. Her bodyguard also released a statement saying he wasn't there for what happened to Meg, but she will never ever step foot outside without him, and some niggas who don't aim at feet present, saying that him and his niggas don't aim at feet, they get headshots. She went live for the first time 2 weeks after the incident, where she broke down crying multiple times and says that she wasn't just shot in one foot, she was shot in both. But she also said something interesting.
And it's not that I was protecting anybody, I just wasn't ready to speak. That's not no shit you just immediately get on the internet and start talking about.
She said she's no longer protecting anyone. So is she snitching on Tory now? The whole time they talked about it, besides Megan's producer, they didn't mention Tory by name, trying to protect him, but they may no longer do that. But the real question is, what happened that could have made the night go from this to this? There have been some media people with some inside information talking about the situation, and they basically all have the same story where they claim
Megan and Tory have been fucking. They've been chilling. They go to this house party. Kylie Jenner is there. I heard, depending on who you want to ask, that either Tory was showing too much attention to Kylie Jenner or Kylie Jenner was showing too much attention to Tory. Either way, Meg did not appreciate it. Meg, maybe at this point in her career, has a little bit of an ego. She's feeling herself. She doesn't feel like she has to deal with any disrespect. I heard that Meg was violating his ass, that they got into a fight that was like bad, and I heard that she was like really shitting on him.
This is what No Jumper had to say, and he got his news from someone close to the incident, and the story has been confirmed by other media people like academics. But until Megan or Tory come out with a statement, this is the closest thing to the truth we're gonna get. Now, this story hasn't completely unfolded, so if you come back a month from now, there might be some information that I'm missing. But please subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to monetization. That will help out a ton. But that's it for today's video.